toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Broncos about to kick it away and get this season started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Huskies! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Try the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Broncos in the hurry-up. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. The good news about starting the season out. There he goes! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Hits the accelerator to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Boise State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
They called the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Give to the single back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job.
Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown, Huskies. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Boise State ready to send up that offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's got it on the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a crease. It's Burns. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Swings it out to his running back. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They'll try to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen, and you can tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Third down play from the gun. It's complete to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He breaks a tackle, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
14, Boise State, 10.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Washington sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
He could go all... Oh, man, really? Coughing it up? Looked like he was going to do some damage, take that thing back to the house, and instead he coughs it up and gives it to the other team.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Still on his feet. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Number 10, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Morton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect to.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Broncos come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Broncos! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him, they're right back up.
Sprinting away. They get him out of bounds at the 22, but a gargantuan gain on that one.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. To the ground with the back. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burns. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. That's caught. It's Park. Turning it on! And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good, the hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. At the 45 on his way. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Man, this is how you want to start your season. You want to create as many explosive plays as possible. And if you're an offensive coordinator and you can turn and hand the ball off and make big plays, it makes your play calling so easy. Let's see if they continue to run the rock with explosive plays like that.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lopez. Touchdown Broncos! A great catch and run for 6.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll move the wide receiver. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Oh, he makes the catch.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got his man on the right. Look out, he's got room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
finally a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play.
He's got it inside the 25. There he goes. Touchdown, Washington. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Makes the grab. It's Lopez. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
35. Boise State, 24.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
And the Broncos want to move quickly. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use it. Breaks into the open. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well,
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. On the move at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Man, can you imagine if they hadn't picked up the 1st down? It would have been, what are you doing running the football?
Oh, the fans would be so irate. That's one of those where, come on, what is that? You can't be that conservative. Oh, yeah, no. That was a great call. Good job. It was a great job. It worked perfectly.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, we had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He wants to go deep. He's got it on the outside. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Working that left side now. He's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Broncos will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Broncos look to keep this drive humming.
Get set, get set.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Just keeps slinging it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, he'll try to throw. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He's got it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got it in the middle, it's Lopez. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. They'll leave it with him. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Rides it and reads it. He'll pitch it. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Good timing on the quick out. Across the 25, he's got room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Burns. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think the run defense a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep them pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, Washington.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I love this team's belief in their self. I love the way they responded. Listen, you're playing against a ranked team, a perceived better team. You get down early, but you don't quit, Jesse. You keep fighting. Man, they took the lead in this football game. You talk about heart and belief, they got it.
You're absolutely right, David. That's one of the things this coaching staff is always harping on this team about. You play until there's zeros on the clock. You keep fighting. It doesn't matter how much you get down by. You play the next play, and they slowly but surely have scratched and clawed their way right back into this game.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the quick game.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Complete to the right.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Quickly to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Complete out of the backfield. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
So now it's second and long. Quickly out to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the knee. Looking to throw for it. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Lost a throw on first down. He's got an open man. And that is how we will wrap this one up. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese.